Hello. First off, let me begin this by saying Happy New Year's to you all. I hope everyone was able to enjoy their breaks, vacations, and holidays, and with us now being in 2024, we're getting back into the swing of things. If you have been following my community posts, many of you have seen over time that I have talked about the idea of substantial changes for the channel. With the winter anime season kicking off, there is no better time to dive into those changes and elaborate than now. To give you a bit of an origin story, when I first started making content, I came to the conclusion that consistency is the best way to maintain traction, which led me to the formula of weekly content. For the most part, I'd say that I achieved this goal with some fair amount of results, with barely taking any breaks and typically uploading on a weekly basis every Sunday. While I'm happy with what I was able to do for a year straight practically, there naturally comes the reflection period in which I had to wonder if this was the best choice for me looking at the long term. I was in school when I kicked off my content creation journey, and I had a lot less responsibilities at the time. However, that time period has passed with me graduating and really stepping into the real world, which takes away quite a bit of free time. On top of that, having to plan out topics that are worthwhile on a weekly basis can be quite challenging for my style of thought. If it's not obvious by now, I don't necessarily stick with one series overall to talk about. I'm no power scaler, no theory crafter, no priority news channel, no deep analytical reviewer, and in a nutshell, quite simple. Yet, I would also say that I am quite passionate about this medium, and with that, I tend to stick with talking about a variety of things throughout the year. From various hot topics within the community that I feel equipped to speak on, to great seasonal anime and just all of the above, there is quite a bit of variety that I have put out. However, the quality of that variety struggles because of the weekly deadline. With me having more responsibilities now these days, I sometimes have to sacrifice many evenings to get a video done, and other times cut my script shorter because it would not allow me to meet an editing deadline. This particular problem really hurts my overall quality, as I don't get to express or flesh out every idea that I want to talk about, and it's something I don't think needs to continue. I care about what types of content you guys have to watch, and I don't want to become content with the idea of a bunch of mediocrity with a few hits every now and then. Every video, I want to leave you all with either new things to read or something thought-provoking depending on the context, and I can't do that consistently if I have to cut corners just to be able to say I made it through another week. With all that being said, starting after this video and for all future uploads, you should no longer expect targeted weekly content for Sundays. This is not to say that I will start doing monthly content only, because that's far from the truth, but simply to not expect Sunday to be the upload day all the time anymore. You could end up getting a video the following Monday or any day of the following week, and it may be even 2 weeks for an upload before the next. In short, when I feel a video is ready and absolutely 100% complete and I'm satisfied with the product all the way, then it will be delivered to you guys as soon as possible. I believe that this will not only allow me to go even further with my creativity, but also ease up on the need to rush and read an entire manga within a day or stay up all night and struggling the next day just to reach the deadline. You guys would not believe how many nights I've stayed up running on barely any sleep the next day. It's kinda not healthy. I also want to be able to continue enjoying this medium and not make it feel like a chore as well, because if I'm not having fun with this, then there's no point of continuing to begin with. Now, there will definitely be times of high content production, as with the Yozakura family anime around the corner, that entire season will be covered on a weekly basis on top of other topics throughout the spring season. Of course, for my World Trigger fans, I have not forgotten about any of you all either when the time arrives. Sometimes you might get twice the amount of usual uploads a month, and others much less but longer videos, really pushing into a new territory of a healthy variety. Alongside this, I'll be investing a bit more into shorts, as I've seen comments about how people enjoy my best OPs of the season or episodes of the week, and even using shorts as a means for informing you all about the latest news. This will also be easier to put out in batches, especially around the time periods like Anime Expo or Jump Festa, in terms of sharing news for you all to stay up to date. A secondary change to the content will be me putting myself out there more using things such as Facecam. If you have been in any of my streams, then you know how my layout is, with me talking on the left side of the screen with the content being front and center. I think that using a camera will paint a vivid picture of my content feeling like an exchange, which could allow the presentation to feel more direct, going back to my idea of creating that conversation and extending it to you all. Of course, while I'm rambling, I plan to try some experimental editing using clips and footage, layout in Genga, and of course manga panels for comparative talks when I can. This will also allow me to move away from my constant script structure that I usually take part in weekly and more so go off the dome with my thoughts. I understand that sometimes I may sound a bit robotic, and I hope to add more personality within my rambling so that the emotions come off as honest as possible. Just a fair warning, I may have my moments of pausing before I speak, so just bear with me as I get over the stage fright. You can expect me to shake things up with my watch list videos as well, and for those who have been asking for a display of the anime names as I go, your feedback is loud and clear. I would like to know though if you would prefer the watch list videos videos as a stream on YouTube or a giant collective video like I've been doing, so make sure to let me know how you're feeling in the comment section down below. Naturally, I will still be using the community tab as a means of posting key visuals and quick announcements on top of shorts, but also to see what you all are enjoying throughout the season as well. Expect seasonal anime polls as an example. With no more weekly content, the weekly update will go into more casual updates throughout the year. Not necessarily less communication, but more so aiming to adjust to the new changes. Other than that, this is the plan for 2024 and the foreseeable future of this channel. As always, I will do my absolute best to meet everyone's expectations and aim to deliver something worth your time. The next video is already in production, so please make sure to stay tuned for that. If you have any feedback or concerns, please leave them in the comments so that I may read them and potentially reply to address them. This is going to be a learning experience for me as I'm still trying to figure out the type of content creator I want to be, but I hope you all will see this through with me. I appreciate all of your time, support, and patience in advance, and once again, I look forward to discussing another year of anime with you all. With that brings me to the end of this video. As always, thank you for watching, and make sure to let me know all your thoughts in the comment section down below. Stay warm out there, and I'll catch you all in the next video.